The Long Haul Podcast, America's Irish Voice. Interviews with inspiring immigrants, renowned Irish personalities, and discussions on all things Irish America. Presented by Michael Dorgan. The hugely popular Friends of Munster annual dinner took place at the New York Athletic Club last week, with 300 people packing out the venue to raise valuable funds for the next generation of Munster stars. Attendees were treated to a very insightful conversation between Munster head coach Graham Rowntree and RTE's Marie Crowe, while the journalist also spoke to Munster legend Denis Leamy and current Munster fullback Mike Haley. There was also an auction, while the URC trophy was also on display. Ahead of the dinner, I spoke to Graham Rowntree, Denis Leamy, who won 2 Heineken Cup medals with the province, and Colm McMahon, a former Munster player who is now head of rugby development at the club. As mentioned during my podcast with Donncha O'Callaghan last week, Munster are looking for charitable people to sign up for its Patreon programme that helps fund player development in the province. Email Mark O'Driscoll at munsterrugby.ie for more. First up is Graham Rowntree. Graham, thanks very much for coming on the podcast. First of all, you signed a contract extension recently. Straight into it, yeah. This is hard hitting. Was it an easy decision in the end?
Oh, of course it was. Yeah, of course it was. No, I'm delighted to sign the extension. Keeps me there till 2026 at least. No, it was a quick decision. Glad to get it out of the way so early in the season. Then it doesn't become a distraction. You know, I'm immensely proud of leading this club and to get it done. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so you've been with the club a couple of years. Started off with the coaching staff and moved your way up to head coach last year. A difficult start to the season, a few rough patches.
Rough patches. That's one way of putting it.
But finish on a complete high, winning the URC.
I've been at the club 4 years, Michael. Joined as a forwards coach. I'd coached against Johan van Graan for many years when he was with South Africa. I was with England and we kept in touch. Yeah. Was approached by them in the May of 19. Next thing I know, I'm forwards coach. Obviously, then Johan decided to move on in the summer of just before Christmas 21. I threw my hat in the ring because I love the club. Got the job, and obviously took the reins July last year. It was a roller coaster season. You know, it took us longer than I anticipated to get things sorted in terms of changing things. Yeah. Obviously, a new coaching team fundamentally changed how we played completely. Changed a lot in the environment. It took time, but I could see things were working. You know, when we were losing games, you only just beat us. You know, we lost 5 from 7, but. Just keep the faith and keep doing what we were doing, and obviously as the season progressed we got more used to doing things and we got on a good run of games that culminated in 6 games away from home to win a trophy, which no one will ever do again, ever. We'll find a tough way of doing it again, no doubt, being Munster, but no, I'm immensely proud of that fact that it was 6 games away from home to win a trophy.
Huge lift for the club, a barren spell after nearly 12 years without a major trophy. It must be so important for the club, a huge lift for the club.
Of course it is. Yeah, we all want to win. We want to win trophies, but we're playing a brand of rugby that people really enjoy watching, that we enjoy coaching, and the guys enjoy playing. More importantly, and that's got to be good. That's got to be good for the club. You get that right, trophy should follow. Yeah. But now it's the push to do it again. You know, we can't stand still. Last year can't be, I keep saying it to the lads, can't be a one-off. We've got to keep pushing.
Could you just speak up a small bit if you don't mind? The volume.
Because I'm English, is it?
Yeah. No, I can hear you, but
Cork.
I just think...
Everyone can hear you from Cork.
So Graham, pre-season, you've played a couple of games already. How has pre-season gone? And you've brought a lot of young lads from the academy on board. Tell me about some of the youth coming through.
It's been a long pre-season. Obviously, we knew it was going to be long. We planned it quite well in terms of having breaks. Train the lads hard. Wanted to utilise this big run into this season, whereas last year we didn't have much of a run, but utilise this running, get a lot of guys up to speed with our game, because we've been thin on the deck with the World Cup and a few injuries, which everyone is. We've had to look at some younger men, and they've been pulled along. You know, it's took a bit of time. Some of them have come along quicker than others. But we've now suddenly got a good crop of academy lads. Eight academy lads play for us Saturday night. That's kind of testament to where we are as a club. But no, it's a long pre-season. The season is just upon us. This is a week off for us. We have a week off. They have a training week next week. Next weekend, the 14th to 15th, will be our last weekend off for 13 weeks. So we go into a heavy run of games. But so far, so good. The games have been good for us. Leinster gave us a real good workout. The scoreline probably didn't reflect the game, but tested us out in some key areas, which we learned from. Connacht, we were better. We had a lot more possession in that game. And we had a good fitness session against the Barbarians, which was basketball at times. But that was a good fitness session, a good workout, and the crowd enjoyed it.
Yeah. Mentioning the coaches there, you've got Denis behind us here, and you've got a lot of ex-players around your coaching staff. How important is that to have a kind of a lineage from the last generation to the next generation?
I've been around a bit, and you've got to have the right people around you, the right people the lads will respect. And I managed to assemble some guys around me that are club legends, but are also outstanding coaches. And the lads, I'm not just saying that he's in the room now, but the lads they'll jump off a cliff for Denis Leamy. He has that aura about him, but great coach as well. And Mike Prendergast's the same. We just took Mossy Lawler on as a skills coach, another former player. But they're all good Munstermen. They care about the club. That has to be the paramount thing about coaching this club. You've got to care about the club, and they've got that association. And the lads can see that, the lads can feel that, and the lads can feel there's a good synergy. Crikey, I'm getting highbrow now with my words. There's a good connection there with the coaching group, and the lads can feed off that. In my experience, that matters more than anything. And it's so far so good.
Yeah, there's a kind of a special ethos with Munsters, and they're a very community feel, but at the same time, players have come in, or even management like yourself have come into the fold and have been embraced.
Yeah, it's a humble club. I use this expression quite a lot, and I don't mean it disrespectfully. It's a working class, humble club, and they care, and the people will tell you. They tell you when you're not going well. Crikey, I've had enough of that. And rightly so, but they'll tell you, and they love the win. I mean, that trophy was special to a lot of people. The amount of older generation that thanked the club, or thanked me on behalf of the club for winning that trophy, it makes it quite emotional, really. But people care. That's why I joined. I grew up with a similar club. I played for Leicester back in the old days, and we had a very similar ethos.
Yeah. And being on the road doing it like 6 away games in a row, it was the Munster way, and did that make it extra special?
We do it tough. We tend to find a way of doing it tough. No, it means a lot, and it's something that we really tapped into. You become battle hardened, and you become a tough team to beat. As the team's visiting at Thomond Park, the pressure's on you. Because you've got all the crowd behind you, and we tapped into that with some key games on that run.
And looking forward to next season, what are the kind of immediate goals for coming into this season?
Simple. Sorry, I'm speaking too low again. Win the next game. We have to continue the road we're on, the style and the brand we're playing. Our fitness, got to keep pushing that, pushing a pace of game and a way of game that we want to keep driving, but I can't let us stand still.
Standards, it's getting more professional by the year. Is that even harder to maintain those high levels?
No, it has become more professional, having the likes of Leams and Mike come back into the fold from other big professional environments. That's really helped the group. Some different eyes and some different viewpoints from how other teams are doing it. That's driven the diligence with the players, like I've never seen before, if I'm honest with you, the way the guys are operating now. So, yeah, we're going to keep drive the environment. It's a big machine now. We stumbled upon a way of playing, a way of training. The lads coming through, it's just a big machine we've got to keep driving and turning over day in, day out. As I say, we're going into a 13-game bounce of games. And it's just the next game, the next game, the next game. Pick the team late in the week, keep competition high. Yeah. Play young men if they're good enough. If they're good enough, they're old enough, Yeah. We've proven that.
Absolutely. And the dinner this week, the Friends of Munster dinner, have you been to one before, or can you speak on how important that connection with New York and America is coming out here this week for Munster?
No, I've not been before. No, it's very important. I mean, you're obviously seeing the success what the likes of the two Pats and Hugh have driven. No, we need that. We need that support, and it's been utilised correctly as well. You know, the rugby development programme, the kids of Munster, we're driving and helping them, making them better rugby players, giving them a better lifestyle. You know, it's incredible. It's incredible to get this support. Really looking forward to the event. Glad it's in New York. I love New York. It's a cracking city.
Yeah. I've been here many times before.
Yes, I have. I've probably been here more than any other.
All right.
In America. No, I love coming here and looking forward to a great event. You know, so important to the club to feel that support.
Yeah. Have you played out here?
No, I have not actually.
Okay.
It's too late now.
Yeah. Do you think they're a big loss from the World Cup, the USA?
Oh, crap, let's not go there. For God's sake. See that rabbit hole he's sending me down there? Politics, rugby politics.
The lads are doing well at the moment in the World Cup.
Oh crikey, yeah, you can feel that. I mean, look at the support. Look at the support that they had in that last game. But you know, they've got another big game this week.
Yeah.
But I'm sure preparation's gone well. You know, I can feel they're ready for this. As a team, as a squad, they're ready for this next big challenge.
Yeah. And it reverberates throughout the whole country, doesn't it? Even down to the smaller, the underage levels, the youths.
Of course it does. Yeah. Of course it does. Again, you saw the support over there. You can feel the support back here, and rightly so. They're playing a brand of rugby that's exciting, and everyone wants to get behind that.
Yeah. What are some of the challenges they face next couple of weeks? Is it hard to kind of maintain that?
Find out Saturday night. They've got to get through Saturday night first, haven't they?
Yeah.
I'm sure Andy will have them focused in that way.